Hello and welcome back, members. I'm Lauren Thompson, and today we're digging in with the man behind our ongoing course renovation and what you can expect from his design once the course is complete. Hey, Gil, what a pleasure to speak with you today. We're excited to have your leadership on this project, so we would love to know what excites you the most about the Omni La Costa Champions Course project.
I think it's one of those things where we've always, at least myself, I've grown up thinking about La Costa. I've watched the greatest golfers in the world play at La Costa. It was always part of, the exciting Western swing for golf. So I really enjoyed it. And the fact that we're, through our work here and through the NCAA championships coming to La Costa, we're going to reintroduce a new golf course to the golfing world and be at the forefront of it. And the NCAA championships, both the men and the women, are really exciting. The combination of what we're going to do from a stroke play standpoint, but also from a match play culmination, I think the golf course will be uniquely suited for it. So getting La Costa back at the forefront of golfers' minds in this country, I think, is really what excites us.
That's very exciting. Now, as you know, we'll host the men's and women's NCAAs here from 2024 to 2026. So how will your renovation create a course that challenges today's best collegiate players while remaining enjoyable for membership and resort guests?
I think one of the things that Jim Wagner, my partner, and I always talk about is that level of precision required to just literally go play a golf course. So we're going to work hard to have wide corridors, have very playable. We're going to be converting some of the water hazards on the golf course to barrancas, so you won't be losing golf balls. So we think ultimately it'll make for a much more enjoyable experience for the resort golfer. But the level of precision required to score around here, which is ultimately going to be important for the NCAA championships, we think we can make that fairly high, and we can do that by creating some hole locations that are going to be difficult to access. We can create some, even though the fairways are wide, we can create some very meaningful angles, so players are going to have to position their golf ball. We believe that through the renovation of this golf course, we can come up with some really compelling questions to ask these kids when they get out there and play it, and see if they're able to, from a mental standpoint, tackle the golf course. We know physically they can hit the ball as long as anybody, and that they're obviously, that challenge is going to be a bit limited. But we really believe that from an architectural perspective, that cerebral aspect for golf is something that we're going to focus on.
Well, I know everyone is looking forward to seeing the renovations, including those talented collegiate golfers. We've heard you talk about how your work on Champions will be inspired by some of Southern California's best courses, Riviera and LACC North, designed by George Thomas, and Valley Club of Montecito by Alistair McKenzie. So how do you plan on using that inspiration in your design here? What hallmarks should members look for?
We want to build golf courses that really have that sense of place, that feel like they belong in their surrounds, their environs. And one of the great things about Southern California is we've got a tremendous set of examples. I mean, primarily in the Los Angeles area, but Los Angeles Country Club, Riviera, Bel Air, Valley Club of Montecito, all of these have that beautiful sense of place. They feel like they belong and they're plugged into the landscape. So most of the earthwork that we're going to do here is going to be focused on creating a golf course that sits a little bit more softly in the land. We believe that our creation of these barrancas, they're going to flow and work their way through. We're going to create very strategic options and angles, but also create distinct landscapes for these golf holes to exist in. And then at the end of it, it's really creating the native landscape and trying to get native plant materials that feel like, well, they don't feel like it. They actually belong in the Southern California landscape. So combination of earthworks, golf holes that fit into it, and then features that belong in our native to Southern California is how we believe we're going to create that sense of place.
That is amazing, Gil. Thank you so much for your time and for these thoughtful responses. We can't wait to see the finished product. Well, that's a wrap on this edition of the Club at La Costa Insider. I'm Lauren Thompson. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.